How about it, y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on a project that's long overdue. If you remember, probably about 6, 7, maybe 8 months ago, me and Maddie worked on some lean-tos up here in our front pasture. Well, we got the lean-tos framed up, but we never got the tin on them. So today we're going to work on finishing that up and try to open up some more barn space for our goats and other animals throughout the winter. We've been lucky so far. We haven't had any cold rains, but I know they're coming, so we want to try to make a little bit more room under some shelter for the goats especially. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I've got a bunch of boards already loaded up. I've got some tin. We got some more tin up there that we're going to have to cut, but I don't know if we're going to get to that today, but we're definitely going to get one side done. But first I got to get these boards cut to length. So I'm not having to run back and forth to electricity. So let's go ahead and set the camera up. We'll get cutting these boards and we'll get up to the barn and hopefully we can knock this out pretty quick. It's New Year's Eve, so I got a couple other plans this afternoon. So I want to go ahead and knock this out as quick as possible and get some more barn space. So like I said, the first thing that we got to do is cut these boards to length. They need to be about 15 foot. We got 5 different pieces of tin that's going to go across our lean-to. So it'll be 10 by 15 on each side of our lean-to. I said we need to be close to power. I've got this battery powered skill saw, but that thing eats through some battery, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it down here in case I need to use the skill saw that plugs into the drop core. So we'll go ahead and mark these boards out and go ahead and cut them. Now that we got all our boards cut, I'm gonna grab a bunch of tools and we'll kind of go over what I think we might need up there, and we'll get up there and start working on this. I hope we can get this knocked out today. All right, I think I got everything we're gonna need. I've got 2 electric chainsaws with multiple batteries in case they die. We got 2 posts we got to cut off, and then got some safety glasses because last time I used the chainsaw on camera, somebody tore me up for not using any safety gear. So I guess I'll at least wear some safety glasses. We got 2 impacts. One of them's got our T25 bit and some T25 screws, hex head or torque head screws to screw our boards down. We got another impact with a 1/4 inch drive for our sheet metal screws. They got a gasket on there to seal up this tin. We got our skill saw just in case, and we got multiple batteries in case we run out of batteries, so we don't have to run back down here. Hopefully this is everything we'll need. I'm sure we'll figure it out if we don't have it. Let's get up there and get to work. See behind me, this is where we left off, I guess probably about 8 months ago with this lean-to. We still got to cut these posts off. That's the first thing we're going to do, but it looks like this on both this side and that side right there. I want to get both of these sides done today, but we'll just see how far we get. We're going to get after it here in a minute, and I already have the tin pre-cut for this side. We wanted some good looking tin. You can see over there that white spot, that's a multi-link tin, different colors. So we got to cut that. We figured we put that on the opposite side so you can't see it from the road. Nobody else will see it, and make this side look a little pretty. So we're going to go ahead and cut these posts off, and then we'll run our boards long ways. I'll explain that here in just a second. Please ignore the traffic behind me. We're up here by the highway. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the video too bad, but let's see if we can get these posts knocked off and let's get some boards up there. Now that we got our posts cut off, we're about to go ahead and throw these boards up. I'm gonna put 4 on each side. I've got 8 boards. So 4 of them will go on this side, 4 of them will go on that side over there. There'll be 1 butted up against the existing barn, 1 on the end, and then 2 in the center. I'm just gonna put them on 3-foot centers. I think that'll be plenty for this little lean-to. It's only 9 foot. It's not gonna hold a ton of weight. We don't get any snow around here, so I'm not really too concerned about it. So we'll get these boards up, and we'll probably go ahead and knock out the other side with the boards while we're doing the boards. And then we'll put our sheet metal up to get it screwed down. And I've got some more chainsaw work. I need to trim these trees back off of this barn. Try to keep some of the leaves off of it as much as possible. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna measure on the ends and just make it even from both sides. Right here, I've already done this one, it's screwed down, but we got 7 3/4 of an inch here, and on the other side we got 7 3/4 of an inch overhang. They should be very close. I'm not the best framer. I'm not saying this thing is completely square, so it might be a little bit of a difference, but as long as they're all even, our tins should line up. I left us a little room for error. These are cut a couple inches shorter, 15 foot, so we shouldn't have any overhang as the board sticking out. But we'll get all those done, and then we'll throw our tin up there and see how bad of a carpenter I actually am. Now that we got all our boards up, it is ready for tin. I was gonna go ahead and do the other side first, but I'm like a kid in a candy store. I can't wait. We're gonna go ahead and get these other boards thrown up on the other side, and then I'm gonna start slipping some pieces of tin up there, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Hopefully everything is square and lines up, no boards are exposed, and we can adjust that tin a little bit if we need to make it look right. So let me get these boards off real quick, and then we'll start shucking some tin up there and see what it looks like. Tin is up there, it looks good. I got it all squared up and shifted the way I want it. I guess that's all that's left to do is to get my little fat butt up there and get it all screwed down. So we'll go up there and get it knocked out real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and start working on this side. Just talked to Maddie. I'm trying to get her to come help me. I don't know if she's gonna, but we're gonna get this side knocked out either way. Hopefully she'll be here in a minute. As you can see, we got it all screwed down. Everything's looking good. This is gonna add a good bit of space. I used short screws so nothing's sticking out the bottom. I had a little helper show up. And we went ahead off camera and knocked out this side far as the wood. I think we might get this thing done today. We're about to go grab the other metal and haul it down to the house and see if we can get it cut. And then we'll bring it back up here and get it all screwed down. Good morning, YouTube. It's actually a week later. We're finally gonna finish this project. But whenever I brought our big long piece of tin down here the other day, I realized that I didn't have enough. So I just stopped the video there until I could get another piece. I got a scrap piece from a local metal company. The other day, I got to cut a little bit off of that, and we've got to cut this long one down into 2 more pieces, and then we're going to go back up there and finish that other side. We're going to go ahead and cut it this morning. It is cold. There's ice on that piece of tin right there. The grass is stuck to the end, but it's cold. We're going to try to get this knocked out because where we're going, I think there's sunshine up there. So it looks like there's sunshine on the barn, so that'd be nice. How I'm going to cut this stuff, I was looking for my side grinder. I was just going to cut it with a cutting blade, but of course I can't find that this morning. So what I did is I reversed the blade on our skill saw. If you reverse the blade on your skill saw, it'll cut through metal or tin pretty good. It's a little rough, but it'll work for us this morning. Let's get this stuff marked. We're going to go ahead and get it cut out, and then we're going to go up to the front and finish this project, or at least this phase of the project. Winter is finally here. So now that we got the tin cut, we got 3 pieces here. We've got 2 pieces up there. We already got our boards up. We're just gonna throw this tin up there, get it lined up, evened up where it needs to be, and get it screwed down. Tin up there. I've got it already kind of situated the way I want, kind of squared up as much as I can. I went ahead and fastened this end down so it won't move, so I know everything's going off of this piece of tin whenever I'm screwing the rest of it down. Right here you can see I've got this string. I normally like to put a chalk line on there, but since I'm by myself, I don't have somebody over here to hold the chalk line while I go over there to pop it. So I just put this string. This lets me know where my support is that I'm actually screwing into. So we'll hop up there and kind of work through it and get all this screwed down. And this side will be done. That side's already complete. Just another phase of the barn before we get on to putting on the side. Well, y'all, we officially got two sides to our barn here, two lean-tos in the center bay. This is gonna add a bunch of space for our animals. This one over here is pretty short. I mean, in the middle of it, I'm over the top. So the horses are not gonna be able to get in this side. They can get into the other side, but this is perfect height for the goats and the pigs. Actually, if y'all watched our video where we're talking about how our New Year's resolutions, and I said something about breeding pigs, I'm actually thinking about using this one lean-to right here, dividing it in two, and kind of behind me, making a little run where the pigs, I can have two mama pigs with babies up here in this little spot. They'll have some protection from the weather, but we'll just kind of have to see. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with that situation. But other than that, we got our lean-tos done. The next step in this process is I want to build some gates. There needs to be a gate right there, and on the other side there's several spots that need gates. I'm thinking I'm gonna put two gates right here, just because I want a gate to into the pasture. But the whole back side of this barn through here is going to be 10 standing straight up to block the wind from this big field behind us. And the far side of it, we're gonna put 10 up too. But that's gonna be another project for another day. We finally got this done. This is actually a project that my dad wanted to do probably 15 years ago or so. And we never got it done, but it's finally done. We've got some more space for the goats and we can't be happier. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us in this video. It took a couple days to get this done, but it's finally done. And we're gonna have plenty of space for our goats in the winter time, and it also could use as some storage for hay or whatever we want to use it for. But like I said, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one.